So this is a level 35 strength build. It's not completely optimized, but I just wanted to mess around with the Great Club. And at the moment, low level has been hella active due to the Dark Souls 1 remaster mention. So I'm out here. This is a solo host. He has an idea of what he's doing. He's rocking some wonky decks, caster build. So I'm just trying to get him in roll catches, trying to go for these trades because I'm using an ultra. And these fights have been really low latency, so no real ping at all. And I just want to share these with you and the difference between higher latencies and low latencies. Low latency, it's easier to make reads, easier to get the baits, because you can rely more on the reaction of your opponent, whereas higher latencies, it's more dependent on feel and a bigger prediction. So he gets me with a couple of R1s here. I know he's going to keep swinging because he thinks I'm still in range, because he's probably used to not fighting other Australians. Right now, I position myself perfectly for the BS. Let's get another look at that. So I get a whiff. He thinks he's safe to go for a hill. Of course he is, but I get just enough stamina back to get a punish. He panics, so he rolls to his right. I do my strafe and predict exactly where he's going to go, which puts me right at his booty. So in Dark Souls, it's very rare people ever go left. Everyone goes counterclockwise when they're strafing. It's very rare to catch people going clockwise. So more often than not, you're going to get people rolling right than left. On to the next one. So for this one, we have two fellow heavy hitters, both low latency, so spacing's not a problem. I get caught here by this Vorts. It's not too big of a deal. The host is always going for those charged R2s, and if he catches me while the Vort dude gets me in the stun locked, I'm probably fucking dead. So what I plan on doing is trying to get a BS on this Vorts here, because I definitely can't trade with them with that host over there spamming those R2s. But I can get him away enough while he goes and heals to get a backstab on the Phantom here. He frostbites me, but it's not too big of a deal. I have enough time to get that roll catch R2 and catch that roll. Now it's just me and the host. So on low latency, it's just down to animation. I waited for him to get up and then press R2 and got him because he was going to spam roll because he was at low health. We have a blue come in here. I put on some damage to this host because of the Phantom being summoned in. He's just spamming his R2, so I'm going to try and get a BS on him. So I get the BS. And again, I know this is low latency, so I'll wait for him to halfway get up and catch him on the roll. GG, my dudes. So I've been fighting this squad for a while now. Pretty semi-twinky. I deal with the Phantom there with a combo because the Great Club is Bay. This guy bursts all his stamina. I get the BS and his friend comes in trying to save him. So on this next swing, I bust all my stamina. So then my plan is to go for a roll catch. This is another risk reward. Unlike the host, I made the right read and I got the payoff. So after the first swing here, I have no stamina, but I could still go for a roll catch. The power of low latency. With Hosty and I left, I could just constantly keep trading with the Ultra, or I could have some fun with him. And well, I like fun. So I just mess around here and test out the spacing to see roughly where I need to stand. And I get hit quite a lot because I misjudge whereabouts the end of the hitbox is. And I'm just getting some R1s in here, kind of soften him up a bit. Wanting him to spam the weapon up more because he has hyper armor and I don't. But he's being smart about it. So I'm still just getting used to the spacing, and this weapon is actually pretty hard to space right. But it's easy to parry, especially on low latency. GG, edgy, pyromancer, dual swordsman guy. So this was a 4-man gang squad, 3 men summoned plus the blue. And that was a sight parry on a straight sword. And a very casual Estus punish. This is the power of low latency. People complain about lag stabs. You really should be complaining about no latency stabs, because those Those are the real fucking horror right there. Being able to sight parry a straight sword, a S-stock. That's some scary shit. Being able to just casually walk up behind someone and backstab them. That's some scary shit. So be thankful for latency next time. Thank your local lag lord. Thank your local Australian. Just share the love, don't share the hate, because lag loves you, but you don't love lag. Love lag, okay? We all just gotta love lag, and then we can live happily ever after. So this blue had really good reaction roll, so I focused on the host and then quickly turned it to blue to catch him when he came in to hit me with that R1. Cheeky bugger. Now it's just me and the host. Now it's just me and fun. Host and I actually have some latency, so a bit more bait's got to come into play here. So I throw out the parry chicken, or else PUBG likes to call it the winner chicken dinner. So for this one, we have 3 opponents. It's low latency, I'm able to run behind him and just follow him while he does his running attack. You can do this on high latency too, but it's a lot more reliable sight-wise on low latency. So Alpha of Cinder here takes the lead. He's the big boy of the group. The other 2 are his supporters. He's burning a lot of stamina here. I didn't expect to get the guard break, but you know, if I pop a cherry, I'm gonna take it. I was hoping he would die, and he died. So it just leaves the R1 spammer and the experienced host. He's experienced, others would call him not experienced, but you can just tell by his movement and the way he plays, he knows how to play the PvPs. So to me, someone that knows how to play the PvPs is a good player, regardless of who they die to. You can tell these guys are having fun. They're coming in at me, they're trying to attack me. This guy over here on the right side that popped the combustion was just testing to see which one was actually the fireball by the looks of it. Anyway, I roll catch the host, if you were paying attention there. I trade with this guy. He continues to swing. That's pretty impressive, even though, like, he did it because he's new. I'm trying to get a pivot on the Phantom here. But the new player is actually, he's got some good support. He's got his R1s and he's got his fire bombs, preventing me from getting in there, with ease at least. I kind of get him spaced here, which allows me to move in on the Phantom. I get a pivot on his booty, and that's him out of the game. Now it's just me and the host. I actually enjoy using the dagger as a weapon, and it's kind of surprising that this guy with the Ultra feels the pressure from my dagger when he could just swing that once and trade with me because of poise. I miss a backstab here, but I'm still keeping the pressure on, even though I'm at half health. Now I pull out my slam and stick to show him that this is my swamp. He busted all his stamina, so I was able to get a charged dart too. We get a trade here. I'm able to swing faster than he is. I know he's going to swing again, so we're going for the roll BS. I plan on doing a roll catch wake up. This is the animation you want to look for on low latency. And get that sweet, sweet catch out of wake up. Feels so good. So this will be a new addition that I'll add to some of the Portrait of a Serial Fishes, where I answer your questions. So Scoo wants to know if I have any tips on quick step daggers. I have a few. They're kind of risky too, and I'll show you the risk and reward for this. So for one, you need to judge the latency and the distance, which can be done by attacking the opponent and then seeing how long it takes for the damage to register. Then you need to ask yourself some questions. How scared are they? How confident are they? How susceptible were they to your baits, to your spam? If they're using a fast weapon and are scared, you're less likely going to get it because you can't trade momentum, as in, he's moving towards you, you're moving towards him. Using this weapon, people are going to expect you to go for backstabs. So you kind of need to spam a bit to get them confident that you're not going to go for the back, you're just using it for the iframes. As you can see, I'm not locked on, but my opponent is by the way he's moving. So this gives me more control of the axis and allows me to manipulate the positioning. You might have missed it, but one of the bad things about this weapon art is you actually can get backstabbed yourself, especially if your opponent is locked onto you. Pretty damn ironic for a weapon that's meant to specialize in backstabs. For faster weapons, it's kinda like a pivot with iframes, and it's a lot easier to clip through people with this weapon art. But again, the risk is high, especially if they backstab you instead. This weapon art is more of a utility weapon art. You can use it for backstabs, and that's what it implies, but it's just not the best option for it. It definitely looks sexy though. The best tip I can make is mix it up with rolls and weapon art. You don't want to make it look like you're using the weapon art to get a backstab, you just want to make it look like you use it to escape, and then flip it on them, and then use it to get the backstab. Cool. So that's the end of that one. Hopefully you like the new edition. I'll try and put one of these at the end of each video. Take it easy guys, and have a good day.